Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue number 9 of Deagostini's Build Your Own X-Wing. It's getting big. Last time we obviously got the wing panel, which is quite huge. This time we've got another big chunk, which is part of the, what does it say it is? It's the sublight engine mounting and details. So this is one of the 4 engine parts which goes onto the side of the wing and makes it massive. I'm gonna have to move my camera and get a bigger area to build it on, and yeah, it's going to be quite impressive and big. Before we get to that, there's some screws and other bits in there that came as well. As ever with this build, I'm going to start by having a go through the magazine, because the build bit's at the back, so I'd like to show you what's in. We've got I say recreating the X-Wing, because of obviously it being featured in The Empire Strikes Back, and when they built Star Wars they didn't realise it was going to be quite as successful as it was, so they they've had to recreate it. All back to that. Anakin Skywalker and the speeder thing that he jumped into, the speeder bikes and cybernetic hands, and oh, sorry, you can't see that, that's down there. Starfighter Races section, nice big picture of the XJ6, sorry, airspeeder. And then we get to the build. Right, on this component checklist, we have the huge wing thing, which is obviously, as all of these are, pre-painted, but whether it needs, touching up or repainting in its entirety, we'll see as the build goes on. But it's got some nice detail bits on there, that's all good. Inside here we have, let's pop it open, get all the bits out and see what we've got to deal with today. We have a couple of bits, plastic empty bag, so I can get rid of that. We've got the support bracket, the leading edge support, the plant on detail, and 2 packets of screws of various different colours, 3 of those and quite a few of those. We'll leave them in the bags for a moment until we get into it. Right, it says take the assembly from stage 8, which was last time's. It's been a while since, I keep forgetting which episode we're up to. When I got this delivery of 9 and 10, I was like, oh, I don't remember doing 8, but obviously I did, because it was the wing. Take assembly with all of this, fit the 2 pins into there, so that plant on detail goes onto that bit, that way round. It says it just pops in, and is quite a good fit, so yeah, that doesn't need any gluing in, that's just going to sit on there like that. Cool, good. Fit the bracket to the back of the leading edge bit. They've got it that way round. The bracket, not that bit, oh that bit, yeah, that bracket goes onto there, obviously that way round, because it all sort of keys in place. Yeah, that's going to go in there like that, so you've got one peg and 1 hole. There we go, that pops in there, and then obviously 1 screw's going to go in there. It says XW02, which is the black ones, which I've got lots of, and is cunningly labelled XW02 on the packet. They've learnt, they've actually got the screws labelled, which is lovely. Thank you very much, Deagostini. It's nice when you figure these things out from everybody moaning at you for years doing the Falcon and the X-Wing build. So let's just get one of these out this packet. There we go. Drop the rest back in there for now. So that will just go into there, which holds that detail in place. Cool. All good. It sort of matches up. It doesn't quite match up, but I'm sure there's a reason for that discrepancy there, the angle being different, but we'll worry about that down the line when we're told to. Right, it says, the last picture down here, it says to align the engine with the edge of the wing, so let's get that there. That's where we're going. Let me turn the page over so I can see what we're doing next. Fit the parts together aligning the mounting hole shown. Start securing it with the same screws, the O2. So we've got 5 of those to use in there. Then there's the bracket that goes over the other side and is held in place with 1, 2. Oh, and that one is a third, and that one. So most of the big screws, then 2 of the little screws to hold that in place there. So that goes on there like that. So that's the size and shape of it. So yeah, that's quite cool. I like that. So far so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to put in there. I'm going to tip all of these out. Actually, I'll leave 1 in there because they always give you 1 spare. So I'm going to keep 1 spare. Tip the others out over there. And see what we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2. Good. And then there's 3 in there, one of which will be spare. So what I'll do is get that in there. Again, not tightening down fully because I'm making sure they all line up properly. So just getting the screws in. I'll get them all in a little bit to make sure all the holes line up properly. And then once we know it's located in the right place and everything's as it should be, I can come back and tighten them all up. So that's on but wobbly. So now we can come back and make sure we get these tightened up, and then we'll see if it's nice and secure. Feeling good so far. There we go. And yeah, that's not moving anywhere. But we've still got to add the bracket, which goes across like that. This completes the assembly. Don't put a screw in the remaining hole. This will be secured later. So that one goes in later. But we need to put in the 2 that I've got sorted out. These ones go down into that bit. One of them and the second one of them. Nice. And then I'll open O3. And as I guessed, there were 3 in there, so I'll take 2 of those out. They go in those 2 holes. I'll tighten that one down, come back to that one, and then come back to the other 2 original ones. Nice. Right, that's that. Let's just check to see. The completed assembly looks like this. We'll start building the sublight engine into the engine mount in the next few stages. So that was that. That's what we've got so far. Obviously, as well as bits of cockpit and R2s and things like that all over the place. Yeah, it's got some strange shapes at the moment, but I'm sure there's obviously more to come and more to be added and different bits to go onto there. So yeah, looking good so far. I'm quite liking the paint job. Is obviously standard but pretty good. It has got some weathering on it, so as it gets assembled we'll decide if I need to do more or how much more. There's going to be something. I'm going to do something to personalise it a little bit, but we'll see how much needs doing. Right, that's it. Issue 10 I shall be doing momentarily, which has got say more sublight engines. I'll be using this bit again. So yeah, as ever, I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope you're following along with the build and subscribing. It is now in the shops. This is still the early subscription thing that I'm doing. So I'm still getting a couple of issues every month. But in the next couple of deliveries, I think there's 2 more of this, or 1 more of this, and then it will start coming out more regularly. So there'll be more videos coming soon. I think we're waiting for everybody to catch up, because it's coming out weekly in the shops now. I think issue 3 is out in the shops now, and obviously 4 next week, then 5, then they're coming out weekly. So I'm at issue 9 or 10, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, so start subscribing, or start a subscription, build along with me. Hopefully I'll stay a little bit in front, so I can point out any potential problems or errors, or anything else that I notice. But yeah, it's getting good. It's getting big, but it's getting good. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon for issue 10, and then there'll be, say, possibly some updates and modifications. I don't know. So for this particular part of the build, there isn't really anything else that I'm going to be updating or modifying. So I don't know what's in the next issue yet. So we'll see if there is anything to do after that. I'll let you know next time whether to expect one or not. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.